being able to age out with this program, that's the most surreal part about it, is just that experience of being part of that story of being together and all these people that have the similar stories. Because this show is, honestly, this show to me is the depiction of my life, both as an individual, as a percussionist, condensed into one percussion show.
Performing their program, Reflection, NCPA is proud to present Sparta Indoor Percussion.
My name is Joey Jandalite, and I play marimba here at Sparta. In terms of the entire show, you could call Movement 1 as like the initial trauma that we're all going through, right? And in a way, Movement 2 is kind of like that lowest point you've hit, right? But I think at your lowest point is when you're open to the greatest change, and that's where Movement 3 comes in, right? It's kind of like that little star on the horizon you look towards, the silver lining that you're kind of working for.
Movement 3 is, in my perspective, it's a culmination of the first two movements. We are so shelled in the first two movements, and this is our way of saying that we are here and we are not afraid to be ourselves. The way it develops through this tenor break, like we are not afraid to play what we want to play and be who we are, and it transfers, right? This energy transfers between the sections. It goes from the tenors, and then it goes to the snare drums, and then it builds up through the whole battery. But after all that comes together, all this energy builds up, right? Builds up in volume, builds up in energy, build just the entire environment. And then we all, after all these features, we just hit a big unison, right? And we come in full ensemble to that last melodic line of that source material.
We call it G the pirate jig because that's what it sounds like. But that would be like the big, like super fun, like, oh, we did it, we're actually like making progress moment, right? And then I would say everything past that to the end is, to me at least, kind of a celebration.
And it just feels so great to be so adventurous. Every single person on that floor just has no regrets, no fear, no nothing about what they're playing. It's just everyone just having a great time and not being afraid of being themselves.
The end of the season is always a bittersweet thing because you're supposed to be at your best, right? It's kind of the culmination of all those hours you put in, all the blood, sweat, and tears, right? And that so much of this activity is fleeting and ephemeral that it's only this group of people for one season, and then, right, it ceases to be. There's no more water breaks, no more next reps, no more final runs, right? It's just, it is what it is. You got to move on with your life.
It's extremely surreal. I find it, like, quite frankly insane that I get to age out with this show in particular. I came to Sparta to make a story. I acknowledge the fact that I was never going to be the best, right? But my biggest goal and the story that I wanted to create for myself was that I wanted to be part of the story. And that's the biggest thing that I think is coming out of Sparta, is building a story. And just the amount of positivity that we all come together and we all have the same goal and just want to develop our skills the best we can and are so accepting of everyone from all these different backgrounds. That's the story, that's the culture that we have built over the past 2 years at Sparta that we are going to continue for the years to come.